Savannah, what it do?
How is it going?
I'm so glad to be talking to you right now.
I'm so glad to be talking to you. You're a popular guy.
Well, come on now. You know what's funny? When people give me compliments, I have no idea how to reply to them. It's so ridiculous. Are you the same way?
Yeah. I just giggle or I kind of look around and then I compliment them.
I either say that or I say something extremely awkward or something that's not related to the conversation. So I remember one time I ended up saying like fire trucks are red, something like that. Something so random that I'm just like, why did you say that, you idiot?
Are you a Libra?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like a lot of Libras do that. They can't accept compliments, but maybe Pisces can't either.
Yeah, we're all weird and whatnot.
We are all weird.
So how have you been doing during like your quarantine? What have you been doing during your free time? Let's talk about it.
Quarantine has been pretty good. I built a studio in my closet. And so I've been recording a lot of music in the closet, and that's been awesome. I've been writing a ton. A lot of the music I've written and am about to put out was written during quarantine, which I was shocked by because at first I thought Zoom sessions sucked. And I was like, how am I going to do this? This is so weird not being in person with somebody, but it ended up really working out. And it's been a blast. I perfected my banana bread recipe.
Remember when banana bread was a thing during quarantine?
Whoa. It's still a thing.
Okay. All right. Let's not get carried away.
It's still a thing in my household. Okay. But now I do muffins. I'm trying to make like a cookie form and, we're really going outside of the box with this.
Now you just made me walk down the path like when the coronavirus first started, everybody was doing the savage dance on TikTok. People were watching Tiger King. Zoom sessions were a thing, which I cannot wait until these things are not a thing anymore.
I know. Well, yeah, you want to be in person and like vibe in real life. It's just so much better.
Absolutely. So can we go back to like 2008 when you first I feel like you were viral and popping before like it was even a thing, right?
Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was me, Justin Bieber, this girl named Esme Denters. We were like the only ones doing YouTube covers back then. So it was really just us and it was awesome. And yeah, I still can't believe that all of it. It feels like two different Savannahs,
It does, because I feel like back then it was a totally different movement. And right now with all of the social media, when it comes to like TikTok and Instagram and things like that, it's a whole different world. And it's almost like you went re-viral again, if that makes sense.
Wow. Well, thanks. Yeah, it's a completely different world. I feel like a grandma that I'm having to relearn all of these things. And it was just even the way that we consumed music back then, it was so different. So I feel like I'm getting kind of a fresh new start over again, which rocks. And it feels good.
Can I ask, what is like your social media pet peeves? Like what's one thing that just like irritates you when it comes to like people's presence online or just things online in general?
You know what I don't love, and I have to make sure I haven't done this myself. When people are like kind of messing around with the camera and then they set it down and talk, I'm like, you've had time to set the camera up and then press record. So sometimes that bugs me, and I also get a laugh out of it. But I don't know. I just try to have fun with it. I think everyone's having fun with it, and it's just so fun to watch as, a fan of all of these cool TikTokers and creators.
How do you unplug from it?
By making banana bread. No. I literally throw my phone, I leave it in the kitchen or leave it in the other room. It's really easy to get so focused on it and zoned in and want to constantly create content. But I feel like you have to live a little life in order to get re-inspired again. Same with music and writing. Sometimes I get down on myself for inspired a few days or a few weeks, but then I realized and I think Sam Smith said this in an interview a couple of years ago. He was like, you have to live life and like create new memories to write about. So yeah, I just try to keep them both a little separate.
Which is interesting because you wrote a lot of songs while we were all stuck in a house. So what did you use for inspiration to even write those songs?
Man, nostalgia was my best friend. I was really not seeing anybody. I wasn't, I would Zoom with my friends. I would talk to my family on the phone, but it was really just like me by myself in my apartment, which was scary at first. But then there's so much to write about in that moment. And I wrote a song about the quarantine time that was just really fun to kind of tie in all of the moments of the crazy times of quarantine in the beginning. But yeah, I just try to draw from literally anything I feel or experience, or, what my friends are experiencing, make it all into one song, and yeah.
I want to see if people were like me. Like, did they go through like the 7 stages of death while when it first happened? Because I was like denial. You know what I'm saying? Like I was sad. I was just like, you know what I mean? It was
scary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there was just so much unknown. Like we didn't know what was going on. But thank God for TikTok. Seriously. Like I feel like that all brought us together, and we were able to end the day in our beds just laughing and chuckling at like certain videos. So that was a plus.
Absolutely. I'm one of those people where I would look at the clock, see that it's midnight, and then look at it again and see that it's like 4 a.m. while scrolling.
Oh my God, I know. So crazy. You really lose track of time when you're on that app.
So how did you put What Are We online? How did that come about?
So I was never really planning on releasing this song. I had done it live a few times, put it in the live show. And it was a really fun one, but I just had every other song release kind of planned out for the rest of the year. But I just really wanted to post like a 7-second clip of this song on Reels and TikTok. And so I did it, not expecting really anything. And then I woke up the next day and woke up to a ton of people asking, where is it? And I had never really gotten a response from a song like that. And so I called my team and I'm like, we have to release this ASAP. So we got it up really quickly, and I've never released a song like that. There's usually a few weeks of plan. You kind of talk it out. This was just like, bam, let's get it out because people are asking for it. So it was a really cool experience.
What if we're holding hands in public and you're scared to call me something? Woo! Let's talk about the song right quick. Tell us about it.
Okay. Yeah, so I wrote it about a guy that I was seeing. It was very casual, as dating is these days, especially in LA.
Situationship.
Yes, it was a situationship for sure. And I had just gone off the phone with this guy, and I was so hyped and giddy and butterflies, and I went into the studio and talked to my friends. I'm like, so there's this person and I want to write a song about them, about the What Are We stage, but I don't have the nerve to like tell him with my words. So I'm going to write it instead. So we ended up writing it. And I think it's just so relatable. Everyone goes through this kind of stage in a relationship. So I've gotten a few messages of people saying that they played it for their crush, and kind of let that be the way to start the conversation, break the ice. So I hope that song does exactly that for everybody.
We love some passive aggression.
A little wink in there too,
Exactly. Like what are we? It's absolutely relatable. I think it has such a chill vibe to it. And I love songs where you can just like get in the car and blast it and just like vibe out to it. Like the hook is catchy as hell. Like it's really a good song.
Thank you.
I really like it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun one to sing. And it's just saying exactly what it's saying, I hope that the guy that I was talking to hears it and is like, oh, okay, what are we,
What has been your proudest moment since starting your journey?
Wow. I think for me, without sounding too cheesy, is I've never really lost myself. Like I've always stayed who I was since day one. In this music industry, a lot of people will try to tell you who to be, what to say, what to wear, how to act. And I've always stayed true to myself, not having a gimmick. I just have always wanted to be me. And so I think that's probably the thing I'm most proud of.
So people that are just, coming into the music industry and they're being told that. So how do you navigate through that with these bosses that are telling you to do this, do that? Like, what do you do?
It's hard because you look up to these people in these suits telling you if you do this, you'll make it, And so you can't help but wonder, well, should I trust them? But you just have to follow your gut. There's been so many instances where you just have this kind of feeling in your bones where you know that it's not the right thing. And so always listen to your intuition, your gut, and just kind of follow your heart with all of this and kind of know who you are going into it. Otherwise, everyone's going to tell you who you are yourself.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about texting and voice notes?
To who?
To anyone. Like you're texting, and as opposed to texting, you send voice.
I think I love when my best friends send me voice notes. We'll sing songs sometimes. So, one person will start the verse, I'll do the chorus, other friend will do the second verse. And so that's fun. But when a guy does it, I'm not sure that I love it. I'm like, I got to meet you first, like we're getting a little too close here,
See, here's the thing. I think it's so easy because I do it all the time. I do it to all my friends. I think it's so easy just to like pull out your phone and do a voice note. Because who has time to be texting?
No,
so
I get
easy.
it. Well, do you do the
talk to text?
Yeah. I do that all the time when
No, because I feel like Siri jacks it up.
But then you go in there, kind of proofread everything, add an emoji, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Too much.
So let us know, what are you working on next, Savannah?
So I'm about to release. We're just going to do music consistently. I'm so excited. I have this huge body of work that I'm ready to put out. And so every month there's going to be a new song, and I'm so excited. But for now, What Are We is out, and I'm pumped.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on and chatting with us. It was a great convo. Glad to see where your head is on texting, voice text. Okay.
Sorry if I gave the wrong answer, but that's just how I feel.
It's okay. I won't let my friend see this because I was doing that to prove a point to one of my friends who hates it. So.
Oh, okay. Well then you and friend and I need to talk.
Thank you so much.
Of course.